This is a 1996 Toyota Corolla, known as the AE110, because that's the start of the chassis number. This vehicle was bought from Nassco in Barbados in 2000. Currently it has 212 kilometers on the clock. Now there's a reason why these maintain a value of 10,000 Barbados, 5,000 US dollars. The only issue this vehicle has had was the ECU, the main computer. That was taken to JT's auto service and it was repaired by a TV repairman. Can't remember the time frame, but that's never been an issue since. It has the window crank. Okay, not power windows, but it does have power mirrors. I thought that was odd. Most important thing on this vehicle, in my opinion, is the 4-speed. You got overdrive right there. My 97 Corolla in the States does not have overdrive. So it lived at Long Beach Estates in Christchurch and developed some rust. This is my handiwork here. Something known as flash band. It's a tar with a silver paper that patches roofs. I don't know what all this texturing is about, but when I painted it with with red oxide primer, this occurred. Here, I modified some smaller speakers to work. Little things have fallen off, like that emblem. It used to have what Bajans call the Recon sticker there, but I just cut that for the T. It still has these on the side. I never took those off. This is a machine. Recently, it's been having issues with a rough idle. It took me a while, but on YouTube I discovered there's a idle adjustment screw here. It has a nut and it's an Allen head set screw. Mr. Wiggins has cleaned and changed the throttle body a couple times. Still idles rough. We're now going to test out the O2 sensor, cleaning that with toilet bowl cleaner that we saw on Facebook. This is another marvel right here. This is a radiator from A&A Auto Parts. I want to say 2015, maybe 2014. I had to put this on the last day before I left the island. So recently on this trip, for some reason I double clamped these. Both radiator clamps, hose clamps, and spring. On this visit, we went by a friend and this hose was collapsed. I lifted the hood, the bonnet, to show him the rough idle and noticed this was flat. Completely flat. He diagnosed it. He looked at the radiator cap and said it needs a new radiator cap. Well, I was worried. As you can see, there's rust here. So I was worried that it was leaking from the plastic top. But come to find out, my theory is my mom, in my absence, because I live in Florida, she did not use the Prestone coolant, known by the Bajans as oil-based coolant. Reason why they call it that, it has the ethyl glycol that can kill pets and animals right there. Ethyl glycol. So anyhow, she was using what Bajans call water-based coolant, which is what Americans also call water-based coolant. This was acquired at Nassco maybe in the last 10 years. They were selling them brand new for a very good price. This was replaced, very expensive, from a local parts supply. This was replaced. Currently, I'll start it so you can hear. You got to take this off because I wanted to bleed the air out of the system. See, it's a little low. So you just run it for a little bit and let it pull the... Oh, I was impressed with this. This is made by, I want to say Denso. Very well made plastic bottle. This is called an NS40 battery, supplied by Tropical. Looks to be maintenance free, but it's a little baby battery and these cute little small post terminals. Everything is 10 millimeter. These, and whatnot. Obviously, motor mounts have been changed. Never had a transmission. I always change the transmission fluid. Bajans call it fuel for some reason. Transmission fuel. So when in Rome, I change the transmission fuel, the Dextron tree, every third oil change. So we're going to start this machine up. Sadly, the rain visor broke off from here. Mr. Cox at Transtech had hooked me up with one, but I think it fell off in my absence. Did have to replace a door handle. I think that was from KDJ and the Bell. You might not hear the automatic choke because I did start it earlier. Listen to that whistle. For whatever reason, the power steering was making a noise, but it's not anymore. This is really bad for the vehicle. Being under so many trees. My mom loves nature. We saw some green monkeys earlier. This turns into a compost and then goes down in here and rusts out your body. So I gotta vacuum all that out. I mean, this engine here, I mean, look at it. The AC is on. Let's put it into drive and see if it will do a rough idle. No tachometer. Handbrake up. For some reason, it's not rough idling when it's cold. I mean, when it's cool, it was only started recently in the morning. And as you can see, the idle is pretty smooth. But now in the middle of the day, when it's in hot environment, this thing shakes like a diesel motor, like a diesel engine. So I'm hopeful it's the O2 sensor. Another issue that's come up is the smell of gas. It's very prevalent. Now these rims are original. My mom had a lot of dogs and they peed on them. I tried to seal it with some primer, but just let these go. This is the most popular tire in Barbados, or was, up until new generation vehicles have taken over. It's a 175 7013. You can get this tire for like $100 anywhere on the island. Well, that's about it. I'll tell you, there's a reason why, not that I would ever sell, but there's a reason why this commands a price of 10,000 Barbados dollars. Reliability, ease of getting engine parts from anywhere. I don't know why, but a mechanic my mom took it to, he has removed the thermostat, which is all well and good.